Oh. Hi friends, Elon Mogil now. Aegis motion. You know what? Maybe let's invite a few friends. Let's invite you friends. I know that Facebook gives that feature that you can invite friends. So maybe we will. What do you say? Rotate, you cannot turn your while you're live, no problem. Hello guys, we've got Steven and Ajit and Adam. Okay, so maybe let's just start and that's it. So, have you guys read the title of this broadcast? So we're talking about neutral. We're talking about, I'm not in the frame. Let's see. Let's be in the frame. Okay. Wow. Okay. Neutral. Can you hear me? Let's test. I will talk normally. And you will tell me if you hear me, because as you see the camera, I installed it. Let's see. He's watching. Hey, greetings, Lindsay. Can you hear me? Hey, Thomas, can you hear me? I will try from here. 1, 2, 3. Aegis motion. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Please say yes or no. Clear or not. Aegis motion. Can you hear me? Let's see. A bit of testing. So, yes, I can. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Lindsay. So, I don't know where to start, but I have a lot to share with you in this broadcast. This broadcast is called Neutral Axial Rotation. Axial because we are people that, like, if this was the floor, we are standing up, and that's axial, right? We are standing up, and we are walking and doing stuff, right? Saying, hello, what's up, and things like that. That's our axial, and that's the way that we confront the gravity, right? In that respect, we are like a pen or a pencil, right? Okay, so I want to make it practical, so I want you to try the things that I'm talking about. Wow, where should I start? First of all, I want to tell you that what I'm trying to tell you here is not something that I'm just trying to invent in order to do something interesting, something that will entertain you. Hopefully it will also entertain you. But what I'm saying here is I've seen as a clinician, as a physical therapist, that this element of rotation, okay, that is just plain rotation like that, is something that is missing in a lot of pathologies. Back pain, just becoming an elderly that doesn't associate the rotation between the pelvis and the shoulders, right? We become stiff and become a log. So rotation, if it's done from this area, from the center of mass, enable us to neutralize the forces of gravity. When I teach, for example, rolling, rolling is just this basic element, I see many people that once, it doesn't matter why the difficulty arose, but they do this. They just hold on to the bed or the mattress, the table, just hold on and try to do it. It's today when I thought about this broadcast and thought about what I'm talking about, I had a snapshot of all those people that just hold on here to the edges and clean, how do you say? Reach and kind of, yeah, cleaning, right? And I call it the triumph of the periphery. The triumph of the periphery. Instead of trying to control things from here and neutralize everything that happens in your frame, not only gravity, but all this atmosphere, instead of that, we reach with the periphery and try to handle stuff. And it doesn't work. It makes us rigid, it makes us tall when we need to be low. It doesn't work, guys. And this is a very strong precursor for aging in the bad sense of aging, of rigidity. So what if this is the wrong way to do it? Okay? Absolutely wrong in that respect. What's right? What's right is moving from the pelvis. Okay? So let's do an experiment. I can talk and talk and talk, and believe me, I love to talk, but let's do an experiment. Everybody, try to put the phone in a way that you can see it. Lay on your bed, lay on your mattress, and I want to show you something. Okay? First of all, in order to do the rotation, you want to use the right muscles. Look, here I'm using the wrong muscles. It looks the same, okay? Again, look. I'm bending the knee and I'm pressing. But what happened here is I used a wrong muscle. I used the quad muscle, okay? I used the muscle that makes the leg straight, okay? This muscle is attached here and it goes to here under the patella, under the kneecap, and when it contracts, it straightens the knee, right? So I can use that muscle in order to push. But really, that's the periphery. I want those muscles that are short and strong and are located in this area. In order to do that, we can take a very well-known exercise that is called the bridge. We will bend both of our knees, and instead of rising up with that muscle that straightens the leg, we will try to push the knees, we're going to push the heels downwards into the floor. So we don't have this component, we have only something that pushes into the floor, the heels into the floor. I don't know if you can see it, but actually what I'm doing is, you see, I'm rising up, okay? I can do it with one leg, I can do it in two legs, doesn't matter at the moment. What's important is to identify the muscles here, the maximus gluteus, that actually does this action, okay? It's this muscle. So we don't want to use the quad muscle that does this. We want only those small muscles here. And if we will hold it for few seconds, few minutes, if you're really agile, you will start to feel them, right? You do it 1, and let's do it as a warm-up. 2, slowly down. Contract the heels into the ground. Controlled up, controlled down, up, down. Now let's straighten one leg and let's do the same thing only with the left leg or the right leg, whatever you choose. Okay? Now, what's the angle to create the rotation? Well, if it's here, perpendicular to the floor, it won't be effective. Okay? If I lift like it was a bridge, but only with one leg, then there's a hard time to create any rotation. We want to make it very, very efficient. We want to make it so efficient that we will be able to listen to what's happening at the level of the bones and the muscles. That the nervous system will be able to look at itself. In a way, like a leaf is being blown away by the wind. Believe me, you can do that. Where do you want to press? From here, it will make a very strange effect. From here, we said it's less efficient. Let's take that knee, okay, and bring it a bit here, not a lot. Let's let it even fall a bit to there, you see? Instead of here, it comes to here. From here, we press into the ground, the heel into the ground, as I said before. I press into the ground, and I do a rotation. I come back. I come back. Again, look. Into the ground. Not yet. Not yet. The belly orient yourself a bit to there. The belly orient yourself here. And from here I start a bit into the ground. If we want to make it even more easy, the center of gravity, okay, the torso, this area, you can develop that sensitivity, you can project it to the floor. Look, I'm projecting now this to here, the belly. Now I have some faint but sensation that the belly wants to go to the floor. So I call it lazy belly. It's not rigid. It's just like a sack of water, just look, go to the floor. I'm just going to the floor. And when I have that very faint momentum, I add to that the rotation. There is no strength in it. It's pure fluidity. This one. Lazy belly. Whoa. Pressure a bit and here we go. It's effortless. Lazy belly, pressure, oh! Now. You can do it with a pillow, okay? You can do it in the morning, just before you wake up. I don't want to make this broadcast too long. There's a lot of things that could be said here. I can hold you now 3 hours. I can talk about the delay that we want to reach when we press between the pelvis and only now the shoulders join. There is that fraction of a second. Okay, look again. Look again what's happening. The pelvis starts to move and only now the shoulders add to it. Okay? It's like rinsing the rinse of a towel. You take a towel and you rinse it, right? It's not a log that you roll. If I do a roll like a log, like a lot of people do it, it will look like that. It will have really different qualities. Okay? But look what I'm doing here, lazy belly, I'm pressing from here and the shoulders join. Okay, so this is something, what I've showed here, that enable you to reach, if you continue to do that with movement that is effortless, and you're listening to how you disassociate the shoulders from the pelvis, the movement of the pelvis that organizes spine. The spine just take that energy from the hip, okay? The energy from the hip and roll with it. Okay, it goes whoa, all through the spine, from this engine, guys, from this engine. You can apply it when you stand up. And then everything that I talk about on the floor, in the laser blade, I will attach here down in the link something about the laser blade. About the 22 rise up. Guys, are you doing the 22 rise up challenge? The 22 rise up and rolling back even. All of those elements, as any good movement, not even neutral, natural movement, superior movement that gives you adaptability from the center. Not this, not trying to control the periphery. The interaction between the environment and this power engine that you have here. If you take it and apply it, and slowly we will do it on the floor with exercise, the laser blade, the 22 rise up and other, if you apply it, you will have superior technique, superior health. Okay, I'm going to come back now and see if there are any questions. Okay. Let's see if there are any questions. Hello, Angel. Is this good for the generated disc in the back? Yes. It's very good for the generated disc in the back. It's good because, in the sense, it can't, in a way, you know, I don't want to give too many claims, but who knows exactly what happens. My reasoning will be, degenerative discs are because of compression. And you know, when you go at night to sleep every day, liquids from our body enter the discs. So the discs are not dead. The disc is something alive, right? Like sponges, first of all. Hi, Alex. Hi. So taking that into account and taking also the idea of that decompression that we're doing here and the relaxation of all the paraspinal muscles, because pressure on the disc will be not only from the axial forces that are on him, but also how the tension on the muscles around the discs. Hello, Michelle. So this type of thing will help you create a bit more space and allow you, because of the reasons that I just mentioned, and there are probably a bit more, to create a bit more space to allow the liquids and the nutrition to get into the disc. So that was about neutral, this lesson was about neutral axial rotation, and its paramount importance for your balance, for your posture, for reduction of pain, for a lot of things. It's something that, as a clinician, I use heavily in acute patients. I use it for the elderly in order to attain more limber movement, and it's something that we should master. So I thank you everybody for watching this, and see you soon in another Aegis Motion lesson. Ciao guys.